Welcome to Alive to Thrive OT. I'm Tracy Schnabel.
And I'm Lauren Lyman.
And today we're going to be talking about supplements. Are they actually a health aid, or are they just giving you a false sense of security? And again, our purpose here is that we're two occupational therapists that notice a gap in the healthcare system. Don't pay attention to the hype that chronic illness is normal. We want to help you be able to have healthy living throughout your lifespan and take control back of your wellness. However, we do have a legal disclaimer. So our podcast, our video, our website is for informational purposes only. The content is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, so please consult with your physician if you have any medical concerns. No warranties or representations are given in regard to any information that we provide. Again, we're only trying to share our research with you to help you go back to your doctor or other care providers to work out a best option and approach that meets you and your individualized needs. Our links are provided for informational purposes as well, but we do not take responsibility for any additional information provided on these websites or third parties. If you think you may have a medical emergency, please contact 911. And without further ado, Lauren.
Okay, so your supplements, are they really helping you as much as you think that they are, or are they giving you a false sense of security? I'm not saying all supplements are bad, absolutely not. There are definitely supplements that are bad that are out there. ConsumerLab.com is a great reference for supplements and whether or not they're good for you. So they actually did third-party testing where they randomly tested brands to see if they had what they said that they had inside the supplements. And some of them, I think it was, I don't want to say for sure because I don't know, it was a generic brand of aloe, and there was literally no aloe in it. I don't know what was in it, but there was no aloe in it. So make sure that you're finding the USP seal on supplements if you are taking supplements. You're looking for GMP, NSF, NPA, or USP. Those are your good brands, and you want to make sure that you're taking something that's actually benefiting you. You don't want to be taking a product that's like doesn't have in it what it says it does, especially if it's something your doctor's saying, hey, you need more of this. So for me, I don't know, supplements contain specific selected vitamins in a specific man-made, man-determined proportion. So to me, I mean, what's missing? Oh, I don't know, maybe like 10,000 phytonutrients that nature has placed in the perfect ratio, the perfect proportion, promoting homeostasis in your body and promoting wellness. I mean, which sounds better to you? To me, if nature's got me covered, I'm going to go with nature, and I'm not going to rely on the man-made stuff. If I'm just looking for wellness, overall wellness, I can get what I need from nature. If I have an acute or a chronic medical health concern, and my doctor thinks that nature's not going to give me enough, sure, maybe I need a supplement, and then that's where you follow those guides. Make sure you're going to either EWG, the Environmental Work Group, or ConsumerLab.com to figure out what supplements are safe for you to take and what supplements have what they say they have. So let me tell you why this matters. Why do I prefer food over supplements, synthetic supplements, and vitamins? Well, certain vitamins require other micro and macronutrients in order to improve your body's ability to absorb them. So for example, calcium and vitamin D. If you don't have enough vitamin D in your body, you're going to have a really hard time absorbing calcium. So if your calcium is low, are you not getting enough calcium from your food? And if that's not the case, if it's because you're not getting enough vitamin D, which most of us aren't from the sun because we're hardly ever outside, so most of us, from what my doctor has told me, need a vitamin D supplement of some sort. So what if I'm getting enough calcium from my food, and then my doctor puts me on a calcium supplement because my calcium is low? What's really happening? Now my body has all this calcium that I can't absorb. So I may be on all these calcium supplements and it's not doing anything because I need the vitamin D. Okay? Another example would be tryptophan. And in order to get niacin in your body, which is one of our B vitamins, our energy vitamins, we need tryptophan. Tryptophan you can get from your food. So to me, I'll just get it from my food and see how my body does on its own. So taking B12 and a bunch of B vitamins is great, but if you don't have enough tryptophan, your body's not going to be able to produce it. So that's something where it's like, okay, you may be wasting your money. But on the contrary, the absorption of certain vitamins can actually inhibit the absorption of other micro and macronutrients. So for example, zinc and copper. If you have too much zinc in your diet, zinc and copper compete for absorption.
Oh, yeah.
They get absorbed by the same receptor, so they compete. So if you're overwhelming your body with zinc, your body's not going to absorb that copper. So then you might have a copper deficiency. You have to be really careful when you take supplements, and I feel like people take supplements just like, oh, I need more calcium, I'm just going to take a bunch of calcium. And some, not all, but some doctors prescribe or recommend supplements just, oh, your calcium's low, take some calcium. Oh, you have osteoporosis, take some calcium. But you have to be careful what you're taking. Supplements are not just like, oh, it's just a supplement. And we're going to get into that next. So there are different kinds of supplements. Some vitamins are water soluble. So that means if you take too much of it, you get too much of it, your body just pees it out. No problem. B vitamins are an example of that. Some vitamins are fat soluble, where if you don't need everything that you put into your body starts storing it in your fat cells. So you have this excess of vitamins that may not be beneficial for your body. So for example, back to calcium, if you have follow me here, too little calcium, your doctor says, oh, you have osteopenia, you have osteoporosis, you need to increase your calcium. So you do. And then you end up with too much calcium. And you know what that does? It weakens your bones.
Wow.
So no, don't just overwhelm your body with calcium, because it's doing exactly what you don't want it to do, what you're trying to prevent. And not only does it weaken your bones, it causes kidney stones, it impairs the function of your heart, and impairs the function of your brain. Wow. So when your doctor says, yeah, take a bunch of calcium, and I'm not saying everyone's doctor is going to prescribe too much calcium, but I've seen it happen, and it's scary, because supplements are not, just because they're not considered medicine doesn't mean they don't have side effects and can't cause you harm. They are synthetic. Where nature, like I said, it has that perfect ratio for you, and it's really hard for you to overdose on nature when you're getting a well-varied diet in your life. Okay, scary part here. Too much vitamin A, D, E, and K can be life-threatening.
Wow.
Life-threatening. So I always recommend that you get your labs checked. If you're adjusting your diet, if things are not looking well in your lab reports, which I recommend getting every year, most insurance companies should cover at least a basic panel. Unfortunately, a lot of them don't include vitamin D, which is absolutely ridiculous because that's essential for health. I would recommend paying for it because it's important, and figure out where your levels are. I would recommend going more towards the winter, because in the summer we do tend to get more vitamin D. So give yourself, the lowest of what you'll have. Go in the winter, get tested. If your vitamin D is low, supplement. And then go back in and get it rechecked, because if you're taking too much, that can be harmful too. You want to find that right balance. And a couple thousand years ago, when we were outside all the time, we didn't have to worry about this because nature was giving us what we needed. But now we're inside, we're not being exposed to the sun, so we're like, oh, here, take 5,000 IUs, take 10,000 IUs of vitamin D every day. It could be too much. It could be too little, it could be too much. So certain supplements, you need to find your sweet spot. Again, nature it's going to be really hard for nature to overwhelm your body. So I would go there first, personally. All right. Again, nature has phytonutrients. So we talk about this in a lot of videos. An apple has thousands of phytonutrients in it. A supplement label has whatever's listed on the label, and that's all that's included. They took a little bit of vitamin D, they took a little bit of vitamin A, C, whatever. And what you see is, hopefully, if you're on a good supplement, is what you get, and that's it. But you're missing those thousands and thousands of phytonutrients that are found naturally in fruits and vegetables. Why does this matter? Okay, phytonutrients, antioxidants, which help prevent you from getting acutely and chronically sick. They're anti-inflammatory, and as we've said before, inflammation can cause a whole slew of health problems. It's often the root cause of a lot of health problems. It improves your immunity, again, prevents you from getting sick. It improves the communication between your cells. It helps out your body work well. And it can even repair DNA damage from exposure to toxins. So we live in a world filled with toxins, and it's impossible to avoid all of them. I can't avoid cell towers because they're everywhere, and that emits radiation that is toxic to my body. So yeah, I'm doing the best I can by eating clean, but the more fruits and vegetables I eat, the more phytonutrients I get, the more it helps me repair the damage in my DNA so that certain genes won't express. You may have genes for, Alzheimer's and lung cancer and whatever, breast cancer, but they may not express based on how healthy you are. So your lifestyle matters. Detoxifies carcinogens. That's another thing. When you're exposed to things that are carcinogenic, meaning they can cause cancer, it helps you detoxify that. So it helps you prevent cancer, basically. I don't think my vitamin can do that. And it alters estrogen metabolism, which is really important for a lot of different functions. And, I think we should have a video that talks about hormones, because
me too. Yeah.
We act as if hormones are something we can just control and something we don't really need, and we blame them on things and whatever. But hormone balance is really, really important. And not just for like, oh, you're crabby, you must have, you must be PMSing, your hormones are imbalanced, whatever. No, they affect so much more than just your mood and your sleep. They affect your entire health picture. So I think it's really important when you are eating fruits and vegetables that they are altering the way that you metabolize estrogen, because it is an essential hormone for your body. Not all multivitamins are created equally. Not all supplements supplement your diet. The best way to improve your health is to eat fruits and vegetables, as many and as often and as much of a variety as possible. So here's an easy way to look at it. You can overdose on supplements, right? You have to be careful with those things. Like I just said, you can have too many and they can affect the way your brain works. They can affect your life. They can be life-threatening. So, do you know how hard it is to overdose on fruits and vegetables? Have you ever heard of anyone overdosing on fruits and vegetables?
No.
Yeah, sure, you can eat too much of something, and then you've heard of too many carrots and your skin starts to turn orange and stuff. You have to eat a lot of carrots for that to happen. So, it's like overdosing on water. Yeah, you can physically drown yourself by drinking too much water. But, come on. Have you heard of a lot of people doing this? But I have heard of a lot of people having health effects from supplements and things that are synthetic and dangerous to their bodies.
Yeah.
So hard to overdose on water, hard to overdose on fruits and vegetables. So think of it like that, okay? So something that supplements cannot do is counter the effects of our damaging world. And that's something that nature does every single day. So if you can rely on nature, that would be the best route for you. And we do take a whole food nutritional product that is 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries combined in a couple of pills that you can take every single day. It basically takes the place of your multivitamin. And if your doctor says you need the multivitamin and you trust your doctor and you trust that opinion and that's for you, then that is for you. I am just here to educate you on the things that I think supplements are lacking in and the areas of concern that I have, and the fact that there are products out there that offer whole food nutrition. To me, it's a no-brainer. To you, you may, we're different. We have different points of view, and that's fine. This is my point of view, and if you can take something from this, great. If you want to contact us and find out more about it, great. If not, that's okay. Do your own research. Look into it a little bit. We're just here to help. So that's something that I've really looked a lot into over the past year. My son had a domino of health effects from me taking a synthetic supplement called folic acid during my pregnancy. And I didn't realize that methylfolate, you can get a methylfolate supplement, which is the more natural form of folic acid. But I took a synthetic supplement. My son cannot metabolize folic acid. My doctor told me to take folic acid and wasn't specific about avoiding synthetic supplements. So I have a personal investment into this. This isn't just me being like, come buy this product. No, I think it's really important to get the word out there that supplements can be dangerous. They can be. And a lot of supplements, obviously from that study they did, don't even have what they say that they have in them. So are you really getting what you need, or is this just a false sense of security that your supplement's providing you? And whole food nutrition does not give you a false sense of security, because it is good for you, because tens of thousands of phytonutrients are helping your body every single time you take them.
Yeah, so it's just literally fruits and vegetables, and they put it into capsule form. So it's not like the supplements. It's literally whole food. It's food. And that's
Even
it.
The capsule's made out of tapioca. It's also
100% food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you can't get your 8 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables per day in a synthetic supplement. You can't. And, do I think that you should be taking a pill to get your servings of fruits and vegetables? Of course not. Do I say take this pill and then you can eat ice cream? No. Mm-hmm. But, this is where you should be. This is where you are. The pill can bridge that gap so that you can feel confident in the choices that you're making in your everyday life. So, real food is where it's at. Supplements, I hate. Bottom line, nature knows what you need. I rely on nature, and that's a decision that I will never regret. When I relied on supplements, I'm kicking myself every day for doing that because I'm still dealing with the aftermath, and so is my son. So, thanks for listening.
Bye, guys. We're wishing you physical, emotional, and spiritual health. Until next time.
So please like our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, visit us at www.facebook.com/Lauren and Tracy. And if you are interested in what we're taking, we're happy to share it with you. We want to improve your life, improve your health. We want to get you onto whole food nutrition. So just send us an email at www.alive2thriveot@gmail.com.
Bye now.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Bye.